Boy, get out of there. Howdy, howdy. It is not farming season yet. Deer season just closed February 18th, and we are Texas taking a dump. I won't show that, but good for him. I am trying a little science experiment. Something I've never done is frost seeding clover. I've never heard of anybody doing it in Mississippi. I don't know if people have tried it and it failed, or if just nobody thinks of doing it because, I don't know, maybe when deer season's over, people quit thinking about deer. I don't know. But anyway, I decided to give it a try. I've got a big old bulk box of 3 or 4 different kind of clovers and some chicory. And I went in here, I've got a ridge in here that I took a leaf blower. Poor man's plot is what this is gonna be. I took a leaf blower, and it took about an hour. And I probably blew off I don't know, maybe an 1/8 of an acre, 1/4 acre sometime in there. Blew all the leaves away. Exposing the dirt. And we got a huge freeze coming tonight and tomorrow night, getting in the teens 2 nights, not above freezing for 3 or 4 days. So I decided, perfect time to go in here and try to frost seed and see if we get lucky and maybe establish a little food plot in here. So, anywho, I was gonna, since we have not made a farming video, thought why not jump in here and we'll start out the year with some big buck work. I've got one more ridge. God, oh yeah. I've got one more ridge in the woods that I'm gonna show y'all start to finish. And then obviously, come turkey season, when it starts warming up and you know, things start greening up and sprouting and regrowing, I'll bring you in here with me and we'll see if this worked or not. I have no idea what to expect. I think, truthfully, Mississippi could probably even get another frost between now and spring. But that's probably good. That's probably way too much. And I also did this about 3 weeks ago. Just through some open areas through my woods. I didn't knock the debris off. I just slung it out when it was still cold, and we've got some big rains on it, so we'll see how this works. I don't know. I have my doubts, but then again, sometimes you just never know. So anyways, let's pop in here and I'll show you what we got. You got to get your I'm using a little handheld or little manual spreader. It's got this little baby carrier on it, little harness. Make sure it's tight. Slips down in here. Oh yeah. See these little snaps, little clips? You want it really tight to your body. You don't want any slack, see? And you just got a little feed right here. We'll get in here and get her set and get some seed spread. See if this is gonna work. All right, we're on the ridge. So there's a big deadfall right here. Gets a good bit of morning sunlight in this area. So as you can see, came in here, leaf blower, and just blew out a pretty good stretch around all these trees and places I got to stand block on right there. So come through here. If I can bend down with this freaking baby on me, but you can see the dirt's exposed really good. So we're gonna spread it, this whole area, really good. And I don't know, maybe in a month we'll have a bunch of clover and chicory, all them goody goods that deer and turkeys love. So basically, I just grid this area 3 or 4 times in different directions just to make sure I got even seed across the ground. But if you look hard, you see those yellow, oh no, drooling. You know, little yellow seed and white seed. Look like I got pretty even coverage. So I'm also gonna have a camera on this ridge right here, because this is a ridge I get pictures of turkeys a lot. And hopefully as season goes on and warms up, we'll maybe start seeing some sprouting. It's already some greenery in here, but the plan is this ground's gonna freeze over the next couple nights, and then as it thaws, it's gonna draw the seed into the soil, and then it should sit there in theory as it freezes and thaws. And if it does that a couple more times, it's gonna draw the seed into the soil, and then should germinate when it starts warming up. So anyways, we got one more spot I'm gonna try this on. I spread this whole area, even places I didn't get the leaves out, just to try it out. So I'm gonna put a fresh camera battery in there real quick, and then we're gonna move on to the next one, and I'll show you start to finish what that one's gonna look like. So kill plots, that's what everybody calls them. We're gonna try it. Kill plot. So this is the next ridge I'm gonna do. It's only like, I mean, you can see my dog right there. It's only about 2 truck lengths wide. From that hackberry right there to about where these briars start. I'm gonna take my leaf blower, and north wind, I'm gonna blow it that way, south. Try to cover as much bare dirt as I can. And I mean, you probably spread this in like 3 minutes. But this is a pretty highly trafficked area that I would like to, I mean, if this clover gets established, and it's just a small little food source that they pop up on and stick for a minute, maybe. There's a couple trees in here that I can put a lock on in. Or right here on this ridge, the ridge that this runs into perpendicular, that deer travel all the time. There's trails and rubs up and down it all the time. But this be one of them. I've wanted to hunt it for a long time, but it's just one of them places. It's a pretty aggressive place, and I more so like to not be aggressive and just wait them out. But certain times of the year, I think it'll pay to be aggressive. So that's kind of what I'm trying here. If this turns into something, then on certain days, higher wind days where they can't hear me getting in here, we're gonna try it out. But anyways, we're fixing to get this sucker blown off. All right, about 45 minutes of non-stop leaf blowing. We've got a clean little ridge here, all the way down there. It's probably, I mean, this ain't 10 yards wide, but it's probably 40 yards long. Just enough you get some clover established here, just enough to get a deer to stop for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes between somewhere, long enough to get a shot. And it's a big thicket that runs pretty much the entire length of the property right next to a ditch. And there's tracks and trails through there every year in and year. That's how I believe they travel from one section to the other, is they head north and south and hit that ditch there. And there's little ridges here and there and all throughout the place, and this is just a big bottom. It's nothing but dang sycamore trees and a hackberry tree every now and then. But in this bottom, there's really no rhyme or reason whichever way they're traveling. Like, it'd be hard to go out there and pick a good tree. So, you know, maybe this can get this established. There's a little hackberry tree right on the end there that I just started saddle hunting this year. Might be a good tree you could pop up in easy with a saddle, because it's a small tree and you could kind of hide behind the tree. That way, if they're in the plot, maybe you won't get silhouetted by them. But like, maybe come in here, you know, October, when they're starting to maybe make some scrapes. Like, there's a little hackberry right here. Maybe break, I mean, this limb right here is already perfect. Maybe make a mock scrape right here, and then have a, you know, 17, 18, 20-yard shot. Put a camera somewhere on this ridge that you can see this scrape, and then watch the whole ridge. That way, if they pop across the end down there, you'll still get a picture of them. But, you know, this is the definition of a poor man's plot. Get you a leaf blower. And if you have a really high-powered leaf blower, it really makes quick work of it. But, or if you get a friend who's got a leaf blower, I mean, you could do this in 20 minutes. Like, it would take no time. This is very easy. And if you really wanted to get crazy, you could come in here and spread the seed, and then take you a rake and rake. I'm not doing that, but you could just do that. And I think this could work. I'm kind of pretty fired up about this. If this pulls out and this is a solid clover patch, I mean, it could be a place that you could for sure catch a mature buck between does, popping down here, getting a little feed before he's on to the next one. But, and like, as far as clover goes, you could spray this with a backpack sprayer or a handheld. You can walk in here with some Select and kill the grass. If there's some broadleaves popping up, you can kill it. I mean, this is very manageable. So, anywho, I'm fixing to go get the spreader and spread it, and then just gonna let time do its thing. All right. Oh no, there's plenty right there. But I think you can see it scattered around. But that's all for now on this one. We'll, like I said, I got 2 places that I did this on. About 3 places that I just spread it. It wasn't any leaves, it was just grass. So we're trying this out. 20 degrees tonight, 12 degrees tomorrow night. Plenty of seed. Seed to soil contact is A+. So, buck rub right there, Dale, yeah. So, as far as farming goes, this is the only farming we're doing right now, and that's big buck farming. So, stay tuned. Lord willing, we'll put out some more content. Maybe it'll get better. Yeah, like, subscribe. I'm gonna check in with y'all on this. I'm on probably in 2 weeks, I'm gonna come back here and look at it. I may even hang the stand, I don't know, just to go ahead and have it up. But anywho, this is how we do it. When we're not farming, we're hunting deer and thinking about hunting deer. At least I am. I don't know what Taylor's thinking about. But anyways, peace out. Oh yeah.